The world bled. For decades the war had raged. Humans and elves, once divided by ancient grudges, now stood united. Their common enemy, a legion of demon knights, ironclad and merciless, pouring from the shattered gateway in the east. These were no mindless beasts. They were soldiers of darkness, driven by a will to conquer and corrupt. The fate of all that remained free rested on a knife's edge. Each battle was a desperate gamble, a roll of the dice against oblivion. The air hung heavy, thick with the metallic scent of blood and the acrid bite of smoke. The ruined city, once a jewel of human ingenuity, now resembled the gaping maw of some monstrous beast. Crumbling buildings lined ravaged streets, their skeletal remains reaching towards the blood-red sky like accusing fingers. The wind howled through the empty windows and shattered archways, a mournful dirge for the fallen. This was no place for hope. Here, only despair thrived. Amidst the carnage, a figure stood defiant. His name was whispered in hushed tones by friend and foe alike, Darius. In his hand he gripped a sword unlike any other. The Devil Fire Sword, forged in the heart of a dying star, pulsed with an infernal light. It crackled with an inner fire that mirrored the burning rage in Darius's heart. Each swing left a blazing trail of heat and destruction, a testament to the weapon's fearsome power. The demon knights attacked in waves, their black armor a tide of darkness crashing against the defenders' lines. The defenders, a mix of seasoned warriors and fresh recruits, stood their ground with grim determination, knowing that retreat was not an option. Each clash of weapons echoed the desperation and resolve of those fighting for their homeland. Steel met steel with a sickening crunch. The sound of metal on metal was deafening, a symphony of destruction that played out across the battlefield. Sparks flew with each strike, illuminating the grim faces of the combatants locked in mortal combat. The air filled with the clangor of battle, the screams of the dying and the roars of the demons. Smoke and dust swirled around, obscuring vision and adding to the chaos. The ground was littered with the fallen, both friend and foe, as the battle raged on with unrelenting ferocity. But for every demon that fell, two more seemed to take its place. The defenders were pushed to their limits, their lines threatening to break under the relentless assault. Reinforcements arrived, but even they struggled to stem the tide of darkness that threatened to engulf them all. They were relentless, driven by an insatiable hunger for conquest. The demon knights fought with a ferocity that seemed almost supernatural, their eyes burning with an unholy fire. The defenders, though weary and battered, fought back with a determination that was equally fierce. Yet against this tide of darkness, the humans and elves fought back with the courage born of desperation. United by a common cause, they stood shoulder to shoulder, their differences forgotten in the face of a greater enemy. Their bravery and unity were the only things standing between the world and utter destruction. Section 5. The Demon Commander's Challenge. From the heart of the enemy ranks, a figure emerged, shrouded in darkness and exuding an aura of pure evil. The battlefield fell silent as the soldiers recognized the presence of their fearsome leader. Towering above his brethren, the Demon Commander was a creature of pure malice. His very presence seemed to drain the light from the surroundings, casting a shadow over the battlefield. His armor was midnight black, forged in the depths of the underworld, and his eyes burned like embers in the twilight, piercing through the souls of those who dared to meet his gaze. He carried a massive axe, its blade still dripping with the blood of its victims, a testament to his brutal strength and merciless nature. Each drop of blood told a story of a life extinguished by his hand. With a roar that shook the very foundations of the ruined city, he challenged Darius. The sound echoed through the ruins, a chilling reminder of the power he wielded and the terror he inspired. This was a duel that could decide the fate of the battle. The air was thick with tension as the two warriors faced off, each knowing that the outcome of their clash would determine the future of their people. Section 6. Reign of Emerald Death. High on the crumbling rooftops, the elf archers took aim. Their arrows, tipped with enchanted emerald shards, cut through the air. Each arrow found its mark with deadly accuracy, piercing through the weak points in the demon knight's armor. The elves were masters of their craft. They moved with a grace and precision that belied the chaos of the battle, their every shot a symphony of death. Section 7. Dance of Despair. The duel between Darius and the Demon Commander was a whirlwind of steel and fury. The air crackled with the energy of their clashing blades, the ground trembled under their feet. Darius fought with the fury of a cornered wolf, each parry, each thrust a testament to years spent honing his skills. But the Demon Commander was a foe unlike any he had ever faced. His strength was inhuman, his speed blinding. Section 8. The Fire that Cleanses. As the demon commander moved in for the kill, a surge of power coursed through Darius, igniting a fire deep within his soul. He could feel the ancient magic awakening, responding to his desperate need, and the Devil Fire Sword. The blade erupted in a blinding inferno, bathing the battlefield in an infernal light. The flames danced and flickered, casting eerie shadows on the faces of the warriors around him. With a roar that echoed the fury of the inferno consuming his blade, Darius unleashed the full might of the Devil Fire Sword. His voice, filled with rage and determination, reverberated across the battlefield, striking fear into the hearts of his enemies. The air itself seemed to ignite as the fiery blade cleaved through the demon commander's defenses, sending sparks flying in all directions. The heat was so intense that it felt like the very atmosphere was burning, consuming him in a wave of fire and leaving behind only ashes and the lingering scent of sulfur. The once formidable demon commander was reduced to nothing more than a memory, a testament to the power of the Devil Fire Sword and the warrior who wielded it.